Yeah, what happened there?
All right, I got Sal distracted now. He's downstairs. I told Ronnie to take Sal downstairs and tape my air conditioning in my car again, just to get rid of him. All right, the wrap-up show yesterday. Sal says this incredibly racist thing on the wrap-up show.
I heard about this.
He basically says, I'm going to play you 5 clips right now. You're going to love this. We friggin' punked this guy. Listen to this. Yeah, listen to this. So Sal says this incredibly racist thing. He's talking about Miss Howard Stern, Andrea, you know?
Yeah.
And he's kind of saying, not kind of, he is saying that the reason her child is half black is because she's drinking and stuff.
Well, yeah, the drinking got her to sleep with a black guy.
Yeah, that basically, if you're sort of inebriated, it leads to bad things like sleeping with black guys.
Yeah.
So listen to this, and everyone calls him on it and says, you know, you're just a racist. So listen to this.
I think the deal with the private airplane is that she gets so trashed on that plane, she wakes up with her fucking pants down to her ankles and her foot's full of cum.
Exactly. And then you want to know why she has a black kid. I mean, how's that happen?
Whoa.
No, I'm saying.
Whoa. Where did that come from?
What is that all about?
Hello. Drugs, alcohol, running around like a lunatic. This guy just said she wakes up with a bucket full of cum in her snatch.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Oh, all right. That's what I thought. I mean, you know.
What does the race of her kid have to do with what she's doing?
Because he's Sal.
That is dude, that's way off base. That's totally racist.
I'm not being racist at all. I mean,
explain how.
Sal, that's the definition of being a racist.
No, it's not.
That's the most racist thing I've ever heard.
Listen, come on. Hello, you. We live in America. You have a nice, sweet, Snow White blonde chick running around swigging booze. Hello, a black kid pops out of her uterus. So how did that happen?
So if a white kid,
what do you think she meant? I'm at an accounting firm. I mean, I'm
going to do you the biggest favor in the world. I'm going to move along.
Wow.
What I'm saying. What's the surprise? She had a.
What does it matter what kind of kid she had?
It doesn't. But what's the odds of a chick like that having a black one?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Drugs, alcohol, it does these
things. Stop.
Joe in Providence, you're on the wrap-up show.
I don't get it.
We know. You so don't.
I love how he's going, hello, and everyone's going, what?
No,
we're not
we
here.
don't know.
There's no black accountants?
So drugs and alcohol lead to girls having black babies.
Well, a girl like Andrea, because if she's white, she's nice and sweet.
Yeah, what would she be doing with a black guy? Only drugs and alcohol.
She's white as the driven snow. How did she get a black footprint in her?
Drugs and alcohol have led to a lot of white kids.
So then, just keep following this before I run. I got to let you in on the joke, so let me move along.
Go ahead.
So then Sal, in the same wrap-up show, guy calls up to call him on it, and Sal starts to defend his comments, and it's even worse.
Can you imagine Kelly Pickler banged a black guy? Her father be back in jail for killing him, too. That's how these Southern people are. These Southern people are crazy. Don't blame me. Blame the people in the South.
And I don't disagree with that, but you were implying that only an ugly white chick would be with a black
No, hold on. What Sal was implying, that is if you leave a really horrible lifestyle and do everything wrong, that the result is you end up with a black kid. That's what you were implying.
Yeah, well,
and that's a horrible thing.
Or Puerto Rican.
Or a Puerto Rican.
But Al, the point that I'm trying to make is that the margin for her to be with a black guy in a normal circumstance is very, very high. But with alcohol and drugs, it minimizes it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's not. Dude, have you ever gotten wasted and banged the living shit out of an ugly fat broad?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's my point. You were drunk. You wouldn't do it in a normal circumstance.
So now he's comparing
my God.
An ugly fat chick when you're drunk to banging a black person.
Right, making a mistake.
Wait, so now he's digging the hole even deeper, right?
But I'm not trying to make... But I'm not...
Sal, listen, you're digging deeper and deeper. I'm trying to help you.
Okay, this is the point that I'm trying to make. I have nothing against black people. I love black people. If I leave my wife, the first thing I'm going to do is going to fuck a nice, fat, black-ass ghetto chick.
Well, that's got to calm everyone down.
I can't wait to do that. But the thing is, the odds of what's her name, Miss Andrea Howard Stern, doing that in reality is very, very low. So I'm saying that probably drugs and alcohol induced it. That's all that I'm saying.
Why did you guys should have just let him talk?
Why isn't everybody trying to save him?
Turn up the mic.
Well, it was so offensive that they had to go on record as saying, "Look, we don't agree." Now.
But that's one thing. But you don't just keep saying, Sal, we're trying to help you.
Right.
Sal's a racist. He doesn't even know it.
Well, wait. Okay, so Gary comes and tells me about this. Sal is all freaked out after this, going, oh, my God, I'm going to get fired when Howard hears about this and Human Resources hears about this. I'm already on notice for jerking off in the studio and blah, 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 blah. So Gary says, we got to do something. So I say, look, you got to do, like, I don't know. Gary goes, we'll have Scott Greenstein call him and say that. I said, the first thing we came up with, he's got to apologize to every black person in the building. And we would have gone around and taped all the apologies.
Oh, like a Yucko the Clown type thing.
Yeah.
Remember that?
But
when he did the Yucko.
But then again, it was kind of like we didn't want to get into any weirdness with the people in the building kind of seeing this idiot apologize because it would go horribly wrong. So here's a phone call from a made-up Human Resources person. He's telling Sal he's got to tape an apology to be played on the wrap-up show. Yeah. Okay, right. So here we go.
Hello?
Is this Sal Governale?
Yes.
Sal Governale, this is from Human Resources. I've been trying to reach you. You were on the wrap-up show this afternoon on Howard Stern.
Right.
And you made some offensive comments. We've had several complaints. One of the sponsors is threatening to pull out. Some serious employees who heard the comment are very upset.
Hold on one second.
What's he?
Hey, this is Gary.
Gary, I was calling Sal, Governor.
Now, what happened here?
Sal, I was standing there, so Sal didn't believe it was real, so I have to pretend that it's real, and then I had the phone back. I go, dude, you're in trouble.
All right.
Only because he was on the wrap-up show with you today, and he made some offensive comments, and we really need to rectify the situation.
Right. All right, so so you obviously have some sort of an idea that you guys have in mind. Let me let you talk to Sal for a second.
Okay.
All right. Okay, yeah. I had to pass it to Gary because, he runs the whole thing, so I just wanted to make sure.
He didn't make the comments, Mr. Governale, you did, and so that's why we need to talk to you. Now, we want to rectify this. What we've come up with, there's going to be an emergency meeting today at about 3 o'clock, and we would like for you to record an apology, to explain why you made these comments, to express remorse for these comments, and we'd like it to be played on the wrap-up show tomorrow. But before it's played, they need to be approved at this meeting. So can you do that? It's really important.
Sure.
We're going to have to talk about doing some sensitivity training as well, and I think that'll be helpful.
Okay.
We've had several problems.
Do you want me to address this as an apology?
It's important that you explain why you said the comments and why you're sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Can you do it on a CD and I'll pick it up? It'll be easier.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay.
Not a problem. I'll take care of that right now.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate your cooperating.
My pleasure.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Will just told me that the reason Sal handed me the phone, which I didn't even know, was he got so scared he just handed the phone off.
Right, that's what I thought was happening, but he didn't know what to do, and he gave it to you.
So then what did Sal tape? Did he write something down, or did he just do it?
He walked into me and go, here's a CD for the 3 o'clock meeting.
All right, here's Sal's apology.
How silly is he that they would do this on the phone?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Sal Governale.
The very contrite.
It's funny already. It's funny already. This is
how many times? Let's have a poll right now. How many times will we play this apology?
All the time.
Hi, this is Sal Governale. And yesterday I said a few comments that offended a few people, and I'd like to extend my apologies for those comments. Unfortunately, I didn't represent myself properly on how I wanted to explain myself. I have a tremendous respect for all cultures and all races. If I did offend or hurt anybody, I again extend my most sincere apologies. Thank you very much for understanding, and I greatly appreciate your time.
Wow.
my only criticism. It's too short.
Yeah,
really?
my criticism is
on and on?
They should have called him back and said, listen, you have to explain what you said and then what you meant.
The issue.
Oh, my God.
I mean, he doesn't know how to structure a sentence.
The best is that middle
Gary,
part.
Gary, when he comes back upstairs from Ronnie, why don't you say, listen, I got a call last night. I didn't want to tell you this from Human Resources. The apology isn't good enough.
It's too general.
It's too general. You have to specifically repeat what you said, explain why you said it, and then issue an apology. And an apology to all black people and all peoples of this planet.
African Americans.
But also, you have to explain why it's wrong. You have to let people know know why it's wrong.
And tell them you need it in like 15 minutes.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
The more he has to explain himself, the better.
So meanwhile, after Sal cut this, then he's running around freaking out.
Well, listen, I went down and had lunch with some friends. I came back up here, and he was crazy.
Wait.
I did it now. He was shaking.
Here's the rap.
What he was talking about.
The rap is, he goes, you see what's going to happen once you make the apology. You see what happened to the guys at BAB. You see what happened to the guys who wrote the Tsunami song. It's an admission of guilt. It's the first step. Gary, this is the first step. They're going to fire me. Once I make the apology, I'm done.
Yeah, they're building his case.
Right. Here's his whole paranoid thing.
You know what? It'll all blow over in a day. Nobody will even remember this.
Gary said there's absolutely no talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think this will even come up tomorrow.
This is crazy, though. Bullshit, man, motherfucker, man. What the fuck? Can't fucking believe this shit. I'm telling you, man, what the fuck?
Well, don't let it stress you out.
Don't let it stress me out. Fucking human resources to have an emergency meeting. This is another fucking thing. When you apologize, you're proving that you're wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I said she got drunk and had a black kid. In a normal circumstance, she wouldn't have done that. Whether it's black, white, Puerto, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you say stuff like that all the time.
That's what I'm saying. We played.
You better not redo the black haunted house bit.
Better not redo that. Dude, I'll be happy if I fucking keep my fucking job right now. This lady was panicking, man. Oh my God, no.
Well, I got your back, buddy. I know, like, you didn't mean anything bad by it.
I didn't mean anything. The girl got fucking drunk and had sex with a guy. But because I threw in black kid, people automatically assume that I was being racist. Every fucking day, man. Now an emergency meeting over this? I didn't have the kid, she did. She should have the fucking meeting.
It's like you said, man, women. Just nothing but trouble.
You gotta fucking play this at the wrap-up show. How fucking crazy is that?
I just hope that Howard goes.
We got to let him recut one and go through and play it on the wrap-up show.
I mean, we got to go with this all day. That it has to still be approved, and it's only approved at the last minute.
Hey, Gary, is there a way we can tap in and listen to him recording? What?
I'll talk to Scott about it. But in the meantime, we should just switch gears because he's going to be back up any
But let me finish playing this. I got 48 more seconds. I got to hear it.
It's till 12 tomorrow.
I never even thought about that, man. That's a good idea.
Maybe you should talk to Gary about seeing if Howard can, like, extend the show. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Then he's going to really think I'm nuts.
Maybe he'll throw you a bone.
What this is... Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
People are sensitive these days.
It's terrible, man. I got fucking black friends all over the place.
Yeah,
Kevin Lofton's a good friend of mine. I got black friends at home and shit.
Wow. Just look at it this way. At least this isn't as bad as getting caught jacking off.
Damn it. I'm going to fucking stick an apple in my mouth every day for the rest of my life. I'm not even going to talk anymore.
Robin's a friend of mine.
Black friend. Hey, you didn't make his list of black friends. All right, look, we've got to shut up now.
But think about
everyone's in on this who's listening.
He's making like
what?
Just one quick point.
Like we're whispering that way he won't hear.
He said Andrea should take the meeting. Like what?
Yeah, they're gonna have a meeting for her.
Even if she did something wrong, she doesn't work.
It's just all wrong. There's no explanation.
He doesn't understand anything.
Even if my dad said, hey, I read today about a guy who got hit by a bus, and it was very sad. Did you happen to read about it? Mm-hmm. Now he goes, did you read about the bus incident recently? And I'll go, no. He'll go, well, what I am saying is...
Whether you like it or not.
But you're saying that black was in the equation because of
how's that?
No, I'm saying the baby was in the equation because drinking.
That's not what you said yesterday.
I know, but the baby happened to be black, so I said black baby.
But no, that's not... No.
No, I'm telling
Sal,
you.
come on, man.
Listen to me.
You should at least fess up and just fucking embrace it and do it.
I am fessing up. I'm saying it's a joke, but secondly, Gary, do you know what I'm playing off of? I'm playing off I'm playing off of the old thought that the worst thing a father wants to see is his beautiful white girl. But we've all said this before in the end. The worst thing a father wants to see is his beautiful white daughter marrying or having sex with a black guy. That's an old joke. You see,
so it's
it's funny.
This is
just the premise, the thought of that.
We're up to the fact that Sal has to re-record his apology.
Nobody wants to see their white.
I'll play this back later. I don't want to blow it.
That's a joke.
Okay.
Wow.
We'll get to, I promise you we'll get to hear all of that.
racist. It was no wonder she had a black baby. And how would that make you feel if you were black?
It wouldn't make.
What if it was a black
God bless that black guy. You got to shag a hot white chick. What do you want from me?
What if you were talking?
All he's got to say now is never mind that. You've got to issue an apology.
Right.
You know, Gary loves to argue.
Well, the point is, though, that Sal would have to explain why he's wrong in his apology, and Gary's trying to get him to understand.
Well, it sounds like this is an excellent chance for Gary to prove he's not racist.
All right, anyway, let's we'll hear all that later. Okay,
it's amazing.
Okay, it's amazing, and it's going to be great.
That's amazing human behavior.
Right. I still say he should have to go up and apologize to black people.
Playing on the wrap-up
Definitely.
Yeah, but you got to get the black people in on the joke. You just can't have them walking up to
so they're not
the
creeped
black
out.
people.
Well, why don't we have him apologize to you?
Oh, that would be great.
As a representative of all black people.
Because I do know what's going on.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, after he cuts this, after he cuts the apology.
Can we ask one of the security guys out there to?
That's a good idea. Yeah,
that'd be good too.
That would be
fun. Good too. All right.
You're not going to be able to sit on this too long. Someone's going to call him on a cell phone.
Right. Okay.
It's amazing.
On the wrap-up show, I know comments that certain people consider to be racist and were offended. I'm very sorry if you were offended. But the fact of the matter is that I was making a joke. And what the fuck am I going to say
This
here?
has got to be rejected too.
Yeah, we keep rejecting it.
Just explain what you were trying to say.
Hi, this is Sal Governale. Yesterday...
By the way, Richard's the worst advisor.
Hi.
When you're going to jail, don't ask Richard for help.
Hi, this is Sal Governale.
Hi.
And unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made a few comments that some considered to be racist and offensive. If I did offend you, I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. What I was simply trying to do was make a joke over the fact that white women generally don't have sex with black men. It was simply a joke. And the joke got out of hand because in this situation, it was truth. People were offended. It doesn't matter what type of baby you have, whether it be white, black, Italian. The important thing here that we can learn from this is A, you shouldn't drink and you shouldn't speak. You might end up
you shouldn't drink and speak.
Whether it's a white child or a black child. And B, I have personally learned that when I address things, I should address them in a much better way. Perfect. As not to
Hey, we got to save every take.
This is great.
Even when he stops.
This is so much better than the first one.
I sincerely mean this. I sincerely stand behind the fact that I was joking, and I sincerely apologize over the fact that people were...
Where's Gary? Gary, get in here.
I'm not a racist.
What a moron.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, wait. I want to make...
Gary's got to pretend that he went away and played
Now,
this.
that doesn't fucking explain it.
Gary.
Take this and shove it up a fucking ass.
Go in and tell him Human Resources wants him to apologize to black people.
Okay.
But you also got to say, give me the tape.
Wait. All right, I'm going to take a commercial break.
This is Sal Governale.
Oh, wait.
And unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made a few comments that some...
You got to tell him
racist
that he has to apologize to, like, black people. So he should go in and apologize to Robin now.
Where?
You know, and apologize. We try and get a black security guard to accept his apology.
Also, but you got to have a moment where Gary takes this tape and pretends to go away and play it for somebody.
Yeah.
And
so,
then come back
so
and
you're
say,
gonna,
not a good
during
enough
commercial,
game.
because you played it for Human Resources, and they said it's not, you know.
He's got to do it again.
Got to do it again.
Say they heard on tape him going, take it and shove it up, or he said that right afterwards. Take it and shove it up.
We know
No,
that.
he knows he didn't
know.
put that on.
apology part 2. I mean, how fucking crazy is this getting? So, apology part 2. I have to put on a CD, I guess, for him?
Yeah, probably.
You think at some point he would say, I would like to talk to this person, but he hasn't yet.
No.
Go in and get it
tell
and say it's not good enough.
Tell him that they said, you know.
All right, I'm going to take a break.
It's not sincere enough.
All right. All right. Hey, can you get rid of this? Fred, can you kill that?
I thought it sounded
crazy. This is fucking crazy.
Because I want to go to commercial.
I don't have that.
This is fucking. I mean,
Who hasn't?
How do I turn that off?
That popped up out of nowhere.
Scott?
worse. This is fucking worse.
Why is it worse?
Because now they're taking my jokes, dude. They're jokes. We joke around about this all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought the jacking off thing was worse because that's like
I did a
really
Daniel
offensive.
Carver roll saying I wanted to shake his hand. That's a fucking joke. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Some people can't take a joke.
I tell you, Richard's terrible.
This sounds like the writer's room at the original.
Scott, how do I turn this off?
These days, it looks like.
Please. Fuck everybody.
I got to go to commercial. How can I do it?
Here he comes.
There you go. I'm trapped. It's coming out through here.
It is?
Through Fred. It is?
Well, let me do it.
Can you just turn it off?
Who's deciding if it's good enough or not?
All right, thanks.
I can't play commercials.
We got to play commercials.
If I play commercials,
All right. Now he's got to go to another room.
All right, let's get back to this.
Kidding me?
This is fun. I could listen to this all morning.
Let's make Scott apologize for not knowing how to do this work.
Easy. I mean, they fucking hate me.
Well, look at
They
this.
hate me from the jerking off.
But look.
All right, cut off. Oh, God. They're taping all this, I assume.
I hope.
I hope, because I want to listen to the whole thing.
It's amazing.
This better be getting taped.
There's a whole
Fucking
drama going on out there.
Scott, put it back on.
Don't want to miss a second.
I don't want to miss.
can't go away now.
All right. Scott, put it back on. All right, forget it.
It's moments like this. Like, how could anyone ever argue that there's something more entertaining than this show? Like,
I don't know.
The stuff over the years you've created with the staff, like stuff. This is insane.
I know.
It's so fucking fun. It should win every goddamn award.
There's no award for this.
Peabody shit.
They don't give me an
We
award.
create our own award.
We give our own awards out.
My gracious.
Just don't let it stress you too much. Give it a day or two. It'll probably blow over.
You know what's gonna happen today? Today, this will be played on the wrap-up show, and then tomorrow, people come forward, and it'll be on the fucking news and everything else. Seriously, you know what I mean? Like the
He wishes.
and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that he'd
there's
get this much
problems.
attention.
I know what this is gonna lead to, dude. You know what this is going to lead to.
Good news for Joey
All the
Boots.
activists come out of the woodwork and shit like this.
Activists are after him now.
Yeah. The whole world
Al
is.
Sharpton's calling. We should get him to call.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't wait till that actually happens to start like stressing out about that.
No kidding. Thanks. At least we can be sure on one thing: it's gonna happen.
Why doesn't Richard just hand him a gun? He's the worst.
It's great though, for our purposes.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait till he apologizes to you.
Oh.
All right, wait. All right, I'm going to kill it. Kill it, Scott.
Now let me ask you something.
No.
What?
Did you get that phone call?
Yeah. All right. Cut it, Scott, please. And we're going to go to break as soon as Scott can cut it. Scott, cut it, please. Scott, cut it, please. Oh, Scott is so lame. Scott, can you cut it? Scott, can you cut it? Fucking Scott.
What is he doing? Is he listening?
I don't know. Scott, can you cut it? All right. Fred, can you go to commercial?
Go.
All right, go ahead. Hey, normally this is a comedy show. Of course, we try to make you laugh in the morning, but something weird happened. Gary came in, just gave me the phone from a human resources person here at Sirius, who I've never spoken to in my life, and now says Sal has to come in and apologize about something. I don't even know what's going on. Gary,
What are
get
you
in
talking
here.
about?
I don't know, man, but what is going on?
Uh-oh.
A human resources person just called you?
Yeah, at 10 to 7 in the morning. So I'd like to know,
weird.
what did he do now?
Listen, he was just in
Bring
my
him
office.
in here.
He said he's not coming in. He's very upset by this. Howard, he's been upset all night.
What's going
And
on?
The human resources said he should apologize to. He has to come in and apologize to Robin because she's black and other black people.
And we were trying. He was trying to keep this from you, not in a way like trying to keep it from you, but
Right.
I think he was just trying to make this go away because he feels really bad about it. But he made some comments yesterday on the
Bring him
wrap-up
in
show.
here. Bring him in here. Sal, get in here and let's get this over with. You have to apologize to Robin?
Crazy.
What is this about? Tell me what's going on.
Yes.
I don't even know.
What did you do did you do something to me?
Sal, I'm sorry. I saw you yesterday. You were upset. I didn't think it was this big. I mean, you were upset, though, buddy.
But really, Sal, did you do something to me that you should have to apologize?
I don't know. These people are crazy. They've lost their mind.
Apologize to Robin.
About what?
I don't know.
If I could keep my job, I'm sorry that you're black. That's what they want me to say.
What?
Exactly. That's the.
Wait a minute. But how could you say to me, you're sorry that I'm black? What kind of thing is that to say?
I don't know. I like to know, too. I don't know what's going on. I was on the wrap-up show yesterday. I made a comment about Miss Howard Stern because she drinks, she gets drunk, she has floozy. I said, be careful. If you end up like that, you might wake up one day with a half...
Sal, what have you done?
Black kid.
What have you done now? Look at me.
I can't. I don't want to talk about...
Why do you have to apologize to Robin?
I don't know.
First of all, do your apology to her.
Is that what they said, that he has to come on and just apologize?
They made me record
I don't
stuff.
even know what you did.
They made me, Howard, they made me record an apology for the wrap-up show.
What? An apology?
What are you doing to us?
What happened to No More Bullshit?
What did you say?
What happened to us?
What happened to freedom of speech? What happened to censorship?
We're having a good time over here, and then we get calls, and
Look,
you're supposed to be
Robin,
apologizing.
I'm not going to waste time on
It's a
this.
lynching.
Apologize to Robin.
It's a lynching. I'm sorry, Robin.
A lynching?
About what?
Howard, this is the third time Human Resources called me. They made me sign paperwork. Every fucking move that I make, I'm upstairs. I don't know
the
why
first
they break
time
my
you jerked
balls.
off in your
Right,
studio.
I understand.
What happened the second time?
So what did you do now?
I can't talk about the second time. It had to do with somebody on the air.
He just told me about the second time 2 seconds ago.
Oh,
which I
my
was shocked.
goodness.
So let's not talk about that one.
It's crazy.
Well, do your apology.
And wait, and the second time they found there was nothing wrong. I wasn't guilty. And now this is the third time.
So what now? What is this apology?
Did you speak to the woman from Human Resources?
Yes.
What did she say?
She called me yesterday. I panicked so much. I couldn't even understand what she was saying. She's like, we have to have an emergency meeting, a meeting on ethics, a meeting on morals. We have sponsors who are going to drop us. I go, what is this for?
Let me ask you
She goes,
something.
because of your racist and lewd comments. I go, about what? She goes, we need an apology right away. We're having, and then I handed the phone to Gary. I was shaking.
You mean in the middle of the woman from Human Resources talking to you, you handed off the phone?
I had to. Well, Gary says, come to me from now on. At that moment, I was so scared.
Are you a racist?
What did you say?
Stop it, Howard.
What did you say?
What did you say?
Yeah, explain what happened. I don't even know what the fuck happened.
No. What did you say on the air?
I said, watch
all this?
Miss Howard Stern went flying by. She was waving. She was drinking the Jack Daniels. She was naked. Blah, 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 blah. And we were laughing. I go, you got to be careful, because if you end up drinking like that, you might end up one day waking up with a half-black kid. She has a half-black kid. The kid's half-black. It was just
Sal.
It was a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Sal, just because it's all.
But at the same time, hold on, you're right.
It's all going to come out. So it wasn't. Sal's making it sound like it was lighthearted.
No, hold on.
What you said was, God, look at what she's doing. No wonder she ended up with a black kid.
Something like that. But it was a joke. It's a joke that. And if maybe this is the apology to Robin as a black person, I don't know.
So when the Human Resources person called you, did it sound like this?
Hello?
Is this Sal Governale?
Yes.
Sal Governale. This is from Human Resources. I've been trying to reach you. You were on the wrap-up show this afternoon on Howard Stern.
Right. Fucking asshole.
You guys,
this is all goof, you douche.
For a day, you've been going on like this, right?
Oh my God! Should let him go way long.
I know.
I
He
couldn't
was
take
out
it.
there almost crying, and Howard broke.
Are
We
you
were going to
kidding me?
take this for a long time.
I just was afraid you'd kill yourself.
Oh, my God. I was... Oh, man. How did this come... How did this happen?
How did what happen?
How did this prank unfold?
Well, you're an idiot, and you said something dumb on the show, and then you run around telling everyone, oh, no, now Human Resources is going to call you.
I didn't even say that. I just said to Gary, you know, I was concerned. I was only concerned about you. That was it. I said, I hope Howard's not mad at me.
All right, here is the whole Sal thing. Do you guys have everything taped
You
now?
have everything taped?
Everything. We've been listening to you all morning.
Yeah.
The second
Oh, my God.
putting up right now.
All right, good. All right.
I hope I didn't say any real racist comments.
All right, here, for those of you who have missed it all morning, I'm going to review the whole thing.
Artie, did you know when I was talking to Artie yesterday in the hallway?
I didn't know what you were talking about. You see, but here's the thing. Because this is a joke, Sal, you did say something racist.
Oh.
did, though.
Yeah, you did. There's no question.
Like he thinks now he did. It got worse as you went along.
This is coming from a guy who told crystal clear to lick cream out of a black devil dog.
No, this is different.
I mean, it's just.
This
all right, I don't want to argue.
Here's what Sal said.
It's racist.
Here's what it is racist. There's no doubt it's racist. Here's what Sal said on the wrap-up show.
It's good for the mix.
All right, here we go. For those of you who are not in on the joke, here we go. Let's go through the whole thing.
I think the deal with the private airplane is that she gets so trashed on that plane, she wakes up with her fucking pants down to her ankles and her foot's full of cum.
Exactly. And then you want to know why she has a black kid. I mean, how's that happen?
Whoa.
No, I'm saying.
Whoa.
Where did that come from?
What is that all about?
Hello. Drugs, alcohol, running around like a lunatic. This guy just said she wakes up with a bucket full of cum in her snatch.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Oh, all right. That's what I thought. I mean, you know.
What does the race of her kid have to do with what she's doing?
Because he's Sal.
That is dude, that's way off. That's totally racist.
I'm not being racist at all. I mean,
explain how.
Sal, that's the definition of being a racist.
No, it's not.
That's the most racist thing I've ever heard.
Listen, come on. Hello, you. We live in America. You have a nice, sweet, Snow White blonde chick running around swigging booze. Hello, a black kid pops out of her uterus. So how did that happen?
So if a white kid,
what do you think she met him at? An accounting firm? I mean, that's.
I'm going to do you the biggest favor in the world. I'm going to move along.
Wow.
Well, what I'm saying. What's a surprise? She had a. She.
What does it matter what kind of kid she had?
It doesn't. But what's the odds of a chick like that having a black one?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Drugs, alcohol, it does these things.
Stop.
Joe in Providence, you're on the wrap-up show.
I don't get it.
We know. You so don't.
You're a fucking retard.
Still sitting here shaking his head. Yeah, see, that made sense.
Dude, just because a chick drinks doesn't mean it's a sin to have sex with a black guy.
No, the odds of two cultures mending together, two extreme cultures, that's what I meant.
There's no extreme cultures. What are you talking about? You don't know where she lives. You don't know anything about her life.
Yeah, but
so now Sal defends his comments to an angry caller. Listen to this. This is a recap, and then we'll get into Sal's apology.
Can you imagine Kelly Pittler banged a black guy? I'll father be back in jail for killing him, too. That's how these Southern people are. These Southern people are crazy. Don't blame me. Blame the people in the South.
And I don't disagree with that, but you were implying that only an ugly white chick would be with a black guy.
No, hold on. What Sal was implying, that is if you leave a really horrible lifestyle and do everything wrong, that the result is you end up with a black kid. That's what you were implying.
Yeah, well,
and that's a horrible thing.
Or Puerto Rican.
Or a Puerto Rican.
But Al, the point that I'm trying to make is that the margin for her to be with a black guy in a normal circumstance is very, very high. But with alcohol and drugs, it minimizes it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's not. Dude, have you ever gotten wasted and banged the living shit out of an ugly fat broad?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's my point. You were drunk. You wouldn't do it in a normal circumstance.
Wow.
But I'm not trying to make. But I'm not.
Sal, listen. You're digging deeper and deeper. I'm trying to help you.
Okay, this is the point that I'm trying to make. I have nothing against black people. I love black people. If I leave my wife, the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna fuck a nice fat black ass ghetto chick. I can't wait to do that. But the thing is, the odds of what's her name, Miss Andrea Howard Stern, doing that in reality is very, very low. So I'm saying that probably drugs and alcohol induced it. That's all that I'm saying.
Wow.
You think that's reasonable?
Shaking his head. Yes, I'm right. I'm right.
No, it's reasonable that.
How do you know she doesn't like black guys?
You don't know anything about her.
Blacks are not the issue here. Drugs and alcohol are.
Drugs and alcohol lead to fucking black guys.
Or white guys. My father said I was a mistake from alcohol.
Wait. No, your complaint is what? Look. So now Human Resources.
To even explain this to him.
Now Human Resources calls Sal, which is one of our people.
Yeah.
You know. Now the goof begins.
Yeah, I couldn't believe this one.
Hello?
Is this Sal Governale?
Yes.
Sal Governale. This is from Human Resources. I've been trying to reach you. You were on the wrap-up show this afternoon on Howard Stern.
Right.
And you made some offensive comments. We've had several complaints. One of the sponsors is threatening to pull out. Some serious employees who heard the comments are very upset.
Hold on 1 second.
Hey, this is Gary.
Gary, I was calling Sal Governale because he was on the wrap-up show with you today, and he made some offensive comments, and we really need to rectify the situation.
Right. All right, so so you obviously have some sort of an idea that you guys have in mind. Let me let you talk to Sal for a second.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah. I had to pass it to Gary because, like, he runs the whole thing, so I just wanted to make sure.
He didn't make the comments, Mr. Governale, you did, and so that's why we need to talk to you. Now, we want to rectify this. What we've come up with, there's going to be an emergency meeting today at about 3 o'clock, and we would like for you to record an apology, to explain why you made these comments, to express remorse for these comments, and we'd like it to be played on the wrap-up show tomorrow. But before it's played, they need to be approved at this meeting. So can you do that? It's really important.
Sure.
We're going to have to talk about doing some sensitivity training as well, and I think that'll be helpful.
Okay.
We've had several problems.
Do you want me to address this as an apology?
It's important that you explain why you said the comments and why you're sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Can you do it on a CD and I'll pick it up? It'll be easier.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay.
Not a problem. I'll take care of that right now.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate your cooperating.
My pleasure.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So now Sal goes into the studio and cuts an apology, which we heard this morning. That's why we had you go down and tape my car so we could listen to all this.
That the blower has nothing to do with
No,
you
there's
being
no
pissed
blower,
off?
No.
Oh, my God. What an asshole I am.
Here's Sal's first apology.
You're an ass because who would take care of this on the phone?
First of all, Sal, so we played this apology this morning and we realized it wasn't even good enough. That's why we made you come back up and do another one.
You did a better job than
and we listened in while you cut it.
That's when I really broke down.
So here's Sal's first lame apology.
Hi, this is Sal Governale. And yesterday I said a few comments that offended a few people, and I'd like to extend my apologies for those comments. Unfortunately, I didn't represent myself properly on how I wanted to explain myself. I have a tremendous respect for all cultures and all races. If I did offend or hurt anybody, I again extend my most sincere apologies. Thank you very much for understanding, and I greatly appreciate your time.
So not only did we love that, but we wanted more. So that's when we sent you downstairs. And when you came back up, Gary told you Human Resources said your apology wasn't good enough. Now, which is the next thing to play? Clip complaining or Sal apology part 2? I want to go in order.
Well, then complaining was yesterday after he did that original apology.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
All right. So after Sal cut his apology,
How did you get this?
He freaks out. Richard followed you around with a tape recorder.
You know what? It'll all blow over in a day.
You motherfucker.
Nobody will even remember this.
Gary said there's absolutely no talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think this will even come up tomorrow.
This is crazy. Bullshit, man, motherfucker, man. What the fuck? Can't fucking believe this shit. I'm telling you, man, what the fuck?
Well, don't let it stress you out.
Don't let it stress me out. Fucking Human Resources, they have an emergency meeting. This is another fucking thing. When you apologize, you're proving that you're wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I said she got drunk and had a black kid. In a normal circumstance, she wouldn't have done that. Whether it's black, white, Puerto, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you say stuff like that all the time.
That's what I'm saying. We played... God.
You better not redo the Black Haunted House bit.
Better not redo that. Dude, I'll be happy if I fucking keep my fucking job right now. This lady was panicking, man. Oh, my God, no.
Well, I got your back, buddy. I know, like, you didn't mean anything bad by it.
I didn't mean anything. The girl got fucking drunk and had sex with a guy. But because I threw in black kid, people automatically assume that I was being racist. Every fucking day, man. Now an emergency.
When attorney call, it means something bad.
Something bad.
Meeting over this? I didn't have the kid. She did. She should have the fucking meeting.
What does that
It's
mean?
like you said, man, women.
That's even more racist.
Yeah, what the hell does that mean?
I mean, you have a young girl on drugs and alcohol having kids. I mean, come on.
Well, why should our Human Resources meet with her?
Well, she should have a meeting, not Human Resource meeting. I meant a meeting.
So you don't
Like an
understand it's
intervention.
racist to say that the bad thing is she had a black kid? That's why she had a black kid, because she was drinking?
And now I kind of see the big picture here, yes.
Just nothing but trouble.
You gotta fucking play this at the wrap-up show. How fucking crazy is that?
I just hope that Howard goes till 12 tomorrow.
I never even thought about that, man. That's a good idea.
Maybe you should talk to Gary about seeing if Howard can, like, extend the show, so...
Yeah, right, guys. That's what I mean. Then he's gonna really think I'm nuts.
Maybe he'll throw you a bone.
What this is... Oh... You gotta be kidding me!
People are sensitive these days.
It's terrible, man. I got fucking black friends all over the place. Kevin Lofton's a good friend of mine.
Oh.
I got black friends at home and shit.
Oh, my God.
All his friends.
Just look at it this way. At least this isn't as bad as getting caught jacking off.
God damn it. I'm going to fucking stick an apple in my mouth every day for the rest of my life. I'm not even going to talk anymore.
By the way, where's your apple?
All right, so then Sal, this morning we tell him that the apology isn't good enough. Human Resources called.
Howard ate it at the movie theater.
And here's Sal having to recut his apology.
This is the best.
Right.
This is your best work.
Hi, this is Sal.
Where's the whole thing? The stuff we were listening. I want the whole.
Yeah, where he's starting off and everything.
What do you mean? You have the beginning part?
Everything. Were you freaking out recording it?
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Gary, you know what I'm talking about?
What we were listening to.
Where is it?
You know, that's what Richard gave me. I apologize. I'll get the longer one.
How long we got to wait? I just want to play everything back where we were talking. You know, not when we were talking over it, the raw feed. Here's Sal's second apology, but it's funny to hear him
carrying on before he has to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing, everything Richard taped this morning.
Richard says, give him a minute.
No, just feed it down the line to us.
Yeah, just the way we were listening to it over that line.
Yeah.
Somebody came in here and said you were crying. That ruined the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you
I
cry?
wasn't crying, no.
Yeah, Richard said you were crying.
I wasn't
said he
crying.
saw a couple of tears.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what we were going to do to you? We were going to make you go to each black person in the building
Yeah, we
and
were going to bring a
apologize.
security guard in here.
The Human Resources was going to make you do that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That would have been great.
No, I wasn't. I mean, when Gary said recut the apology, I really got taken back, you know, so my eyes got a little worried. I'm like, this is it.
Well, you went through a whole
one.
thing about admitting guilt and how now the activists were going to be after
Oh, yeah, that's what happens.
Where is this?
If you bring up router B on your board.
Okay, here we go.
And Richard's listening. Richard can just play it. Richard, play it now.
Go ahead, Richard.
They weren't even comedic. But I fucking made a comment about a black kid. And she had a fucking black fucking kid.
Right, but you made
she drinks, she ran
But you
around.
made it sound like her having a black kid is bad.
No,
you made it sound like it's wrong.
You made
it sound like it's bad that she had a black kid, and because she was.
That wasn't my point. My point is, if you drink and you're loose and you're a floozy, you may wake up one day with a black kid.
So, but
her kid happened to be black.
If you were black and you heard those comments, right? If you were black and you heard those comments, wouldn't you be offended? So, what happens if? What does that say about white women who don't drink and don't run around and aren't floozies who have black kids? Is there something wrong with them?
No,
What's that noise in the background?
I choose to do that.
So how do you know she didn't choose to do it?
Maybe she.
Why do you have to bring up the point that alcohol somehow made that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Alcohol does lead to a lot of
But you don't know that.
But I made it. Look, we had a girl running down the hallway holding a bottle of Jack Daniels in her underwear. And I'm like, you know, it was just an issue of timing. There she was, and I made a joke. It was
but it's not. It wasn't a joke. There was nothing jokey about it.
It's a joke.
You're saying it's a joke now, but it wasn't. That's the point.
It's a fucking joke, Gary. It is a joke.
Sit tight.
When fucking Gilbert Gottfried called Howard Stern's parents kikes.
Gilbert Gottfried was doing obvious humor. It was obvious. You weren't being obvious yesterday.
Yes, I was. I wasn't. Yes, I was. I'm not Daniel Carver, dude. You crazy?
But even when the guy called yesterday, when the black dude called to sort of have you explain it,
and
you were still doing comedy? You weren't doing comedy. You were explaining yourself.
I was explaining myself. I'm saying, like, when you drink, you get in situations that you regret. I'm sure.
Why should somebody regret
having a kid?
Why should somebody regret sleeping with a black guy? That's what I would say if I'm a black man.
But
and I heard that. Why should why is sleeping with a black man a regret?
That's the misunderstanding. She happened to have a black kid. Black was in the equation, whether you like it or not.
But you're saying that black was in the equation because of drinking.
No, I'm saying the baby was in the equation because of drinking.
That's not what you said yesterday.
I know, but the baby happened to be black, so I said black baby.
But no, that's not. No.
No, I'm telling
Sal,
you.
come on, man.
Listen to me.
You should at least fess up and just fucking embrace it and do it.
I am fessing up. I'm saying it's a joke, but secondly, Gary, do you know what I'm playing off of? I'm playing off I'm playing off of the old thought that The worst thing a father wants to see is his beautiful white girl. But we've all said this before in the end. The worst thing a father wants to see is his beautiful white daughter marrying or having sex with a black guy. That's an old joke. You see, white chicks and black dicks porn. It's funny. Just the premise, the thought of that, it's funny. I was playing off of the old joke that nobody wants to see their white daughter banging a black guy. That's a joke.
But you threw that up.
I know.
All you said was,
I have a tough time expressing myself.
But all you said was, no wonder she had a black baby. And how would that make you feel if you were black?
It would make.
What if it was a black?
God bless that black guy. You got to shag a hot white chick. What do you want from me?
What if you were talking to a bunch
good for him.
What if it was a bunch of black people on the radio and they go, she got so drunk she fucked a guinea. No wonder she had an Italian baby. She was drunk and out of her mind. You know, I'm just trying to put it on the other foot. All right,
whatever it is.
All right, let's get this thing done. Get this thing done. All right.
This is such fucking so stupid.
What happened?
They want a longer, more. They want me to be more specific about my apology. So
here
it comes.
Are they playing on the wrap-up show?
I don't know what they're doing. They could shove it up their ass for all I care. This is such bullshit, man. This is such fucking horseshit. Hello. How am I supposed to sound sad?
You recorded one yesterday.
Not good enough. Here we go.
You want me to leave?
No, you don't have to leave. Maybe you can help me with this. Hi, this is Sal Governale. Unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show...
Howard Richard said that's about it, and then you play the apology.
All right. All right.
Just a little rehearsal before your actual apology.
Yeah, here's Sal's apology tape. The new apology.
Hi, this is Sal Governale. And unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made a few comments that some considered to be racist and offensive. If I did offend you, I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. What I was simply trying to do was make a joke over the fact that white women generally don't have sex with black men. It was simply a joke. And the joke got out of hand because in this situation, it was truth. People were offended. It doesn't matter what type of baby you have, whether it be white, black, Italian. The important thing here that we can learn from this is, A, you shouldn't drink and do drugs because you might end up in a situation that you regret, whether it's a white child or a black child. And B, I have personally learned that when I address things, I should address them in a much better way, in a specific way, as not to offend people. Black people, white people, Spanish, Italian, or whatever the case may be. I sincerely mean this. I sincerely stand behind the fact that I was joking, and I sincerely apologize over the fact that people were offended. I'm not a racist. Thank you for your time.
Well, I'm not a crook.
Wow, that has to go down as one of the worst apologies for racism ever.
Hey, where is Sal's first attempt, and then he stops in the middle of it?
Yeah.
That's what I was wanting, too. I like both.
You shouldn't drink.
Douchebag. I should have let this go.
I'm apologizing because most white women do not have black babies.
I should have just let this go for a week.
That's the only regret I have.
Yeah, well, I couldn't take it.
Oh, you should have let him just roast on the spit.
Kevin in Delaware, you're on the air.
Hey, Stern, thanks for taking my call, man.
Thank you.
Sal, what a fucking moron you are. You're fucking stupid. You get mocked over every fucking thing you do on that show. You haven't caught on yet? It's a fucking joke, you dickhead. You're a fucking idiot, man. Are you sure you're not Siobhan in fucking disguise? A fucking retard.
Crash that car and die in flames, sir.
Sal, I think you better go make an apology.
I haven't apologized about that one.
Hey, Mark, you're on the air in Jersey City.
Artie, this is why you can't go to therapy. Howard, until very recently, you were in a place personally where you would have dragged this on for 5 hysterical hours.
I know. Wow.
Shade 45 to apologize.
That would have been good.
God, that would have been awful.
Hey,
I know.
Sal, you're full of crap. You could hear it in your voice. You were going to cry.
He did cry. According to Richard, there were tears in his eyes.
And I'm glad you're so happy, Howard. But I mean, until very recently, you would have.
Oh yeah, he would have seen Sal jumping before he stopped.
No, it wasn't that. Actually, when Sal was doing his 50th explanation to Robin again, I felt it was getting redundant, so it was time to end it. That's really
that explanation to Robin.
Sal, you sound like you might be a real racist, man.
Of course he is.
He can't
What are
help
you?
it. He was raised by a racist.
What are you?
I'm a guy who's enjoying the serious radio.
What ethnic race are you?
What ethnic race?
Chris, you're on the air.
So I could
What
call you
ethnic race?
so I could make a racist comments to your mother.
Chris, you're on the air.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Hey, friggin' Sal, you guys got to cut Sal a little slack. He's absolutely right. Who hasn't? I defy you guys to tell me that you didn't go home yesterday and crack up over this.
Oh, it's great.
At my
We think it's
expense.
funny, but there's no way he was trying to be funny. He was saying, hey, girls who drink are going to end up with black guys because that's something bad.
Right, she wouldn't have slept with that black guy unless she was drunk.
Ralph, you're on the air.
Oh, you.
Hi, this is Sal Governale.
The high is the best.
Hi.
Did they medicate you before?
I know, he sounds like he's on his Xanax.
I need medication now.
You know what he's trying to sound like when Tom Chiasano has to apologize
Or
for
some
something?
station man. This is the general manager of WBBM.
We had to fire Star and Buck Wild.
You know what it's like is Jackie's apology to Nancy.
Right. Worse. You know what cracks me up? Sal's no ability to realize he's being goofed on, and this is what he does all day.
I know.
Well, when
it's just another example. I do like that guy's idea of going down to Shade 45 and having
That
you
would have
apologize.
been great. Yeah,
That
we
would have
didn't
been
think
good.
of that.
But look what Sal did to Yucko.
Wait,
and,
can I tell you something, though?
Yeah.
Sal,
How
seriously.
could you fall for that?
Sal pretty much wrote the bit because you came to my office after the wrap-up show and said to me, man, I hope HR doesn't come down.
No, I said
on me."
Howard.
Well, or whatever it was.
It was Howard. I was like, man, because the way Gary was painting it out to be, he goes, do you hear yourself? Do you hear what you say?
But that's what I meant. Like, that was before the joke.
And I said, you know what? I just hope Howard's not angry about this.
I want to hear my apology again.
We got to play that over and over and over.
Sounds like shell shock
This is
over
Sal Governale. And unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made a few comments that some considered to be racist and offensive. If I did offend you, I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. What I was simply trying to do was make a joke over the fact that white women generally don't have sex with black men. It was simply a joke. And the joke got out of hand because in this situation, it was truth. People were offended. It doesn't matter what type of baby you have, whether it be white, black, Italian. The important thing here that we can learn from this is, A, you shouldn't drink and do drugs because you might end up in a situation that you regret, whether it's a white child or a black child. And B, I have personally learned that when I address things, I should address them in a much better way, in a specific way, as not to offend people. Black people, white people, Spanish, Italian, whatever the case may be.
Right.
I sincerely mean this. I sincerely stand behind the fact that I was joking, and I sincerely apologize over the fact that people were offended. I am not a racist. Thank you for your time.
You know, that would have been good if I sent them down to Shade 45.
Yeah.
I do admit that. I didn't think of it.
That was a good one. We didn't come up with that
I think
one.
we should have said. I've done enough. I didn't sleep last night. I mean, I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Bob, you're on the air. Bob Levy.
This is great. This is the greatest day of my life. Hey, Sal, you going to get drunk this weekend and bang the black guy?
I hope that's not in your act.
You called me crying. He was crying yesterday.
Really?
Crying. You had to hear him. He's like, I can't believe this. I can't believe they're doing this to me. You look like an idiot. Good for you, Sal, jackass.
Bob, I should have sent him down to Shade 45 with the tape. Like he should have had to play his comments from the show and then apologize to Shade 45.
That would have been hilarious.
Just the
great.
thought of that makes me cringe.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
my
would have been
God.
great.
That would have been great.
He would have been dead hanging with his makeup running on his face right now because of that.
His makeup would be dripping.
Yes. He'd let the bags under his eyes show.
Anything else, guys? Anything?
Man, oh man, are you a douchebag?
I can't even believe
Howard.
you fell for
Appreciate
the
it.
setup. That was such a shoddy setup.
Not when it's from Human Resources.
Well, you're gun shy, but they certainly wouldn't be dealing with that over the phone if they had a problem.
Right. Thank you.
Robin, don't ruin it for the future.
I know. We'll have to do that phone call again.
Go down to Shade 45 and apologize anyway.
Yeah, you should anyway.
Right.
Write another
Can you
apology.
imagine?
I love your apologies.
What'd you think of his, where's the one he aborts? Where's his apology
Because
that he
that
aborts?
one he says a few words and a few people.
Right.
Oh, let me find it, Howard. We were looking for it. And
It's right before it's right before the full apology there. He stopped.
Hi, this is Sal Governale. And yesterday I said a few comments that offended a few people, and I'd like to extend my apologies for those comments. Unfortunately, I didn't represent myself properly on how I wanted to explain myself. I have a tremendous respect for all cultures and all races. If I did offend or hurt anybody, I again extend my most sincere apologies. Thank you very much for understanding, and I greatly appreciate your time.
Like anybody here gives a fuck what Sal says.
Activists were coming to get him.
Sal was running around here going, it's another star in Buck Wild. I know I'm being railroaded.
I really felt that.
And now the press is going to be all over
Man,
me.
I can't apologize. That's an admission of guilt.
It is. I was convinced if they played this on the wrap-up show, I was doomed.
Do you really have a tremendous respect for all races and cultures?
You better believe it.
But he does believe also that, a white girl would not bang a black guy unless she was drinking.
Right.
In most circumstances, Robin.
You're saying most white women would never bang a black guy unless they're inebriated.
Not a girl like Andrea.
Right.
Not a girl like Andrea.
Why?
Who is a girl like Andrea?
I don't know. What do I know? Come on, please.
Why
It's
wouldn't-
racist on all accounts.
You're saying Andrea would never bang a black guy if she was sober?
She might. I don't know.
No, tell the truth. You don't think she would?
Do you?
Yes.
All right. So maybe she would. I don't know. I
What
mean,
you're saying, Sal,
I'm saying that somebody from...
No, that's what
I'm
you're
talking
saying. You're
about
saying a white girl obviously lives someplace completely different than any black
No.
guy on earth.
It's the same
and
way-
the only way those cultures could merge
It's
is
through
because
alcohol.
of booze and drugs.
Right, and she probably wouldn't bang a Chinese.
Exactly.
And she probably wouldn't bang a Chinese person. I wouldn't. I don't like Chinese people. I mean, I like them as people.
You don't like Chinese people?
I like. Wait a minute. Wait. I like Chinese people. I like Chinese people. I like Chinese food and stuff. I don't like. I wouldn't have sex with Chinese. I don't prefer Chinese people. I'm saying. Because of the mix of the
Boy, oh
cultures.
boy, where
This
is
is
that
just
apple?
a culture issue. That's all it is.
Hi, this is Sal Governale. And unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made a few comments that some considered to be racist and offensive. If I did offend you, I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Bottom of my heart.
What I was simply trying to
My
do was
empty
make a joke over the fact that white women generally don't have sex with black men. It was simply a joke. And the joke got out of...
No fucking brain in your head. Absolutely.
But Sal, this is what you said. It's like, how people say liquor leads to bad things like drugs?
Yeah.
You're equating black people with drugs. Yeah. Like, liquor leads to bad things like how...
ruining event.
I'm equating pregnancy with that.
Yeah,
No,
but
you're
that's not what
And
you
you're
said, though,
equating-
Sal. Come on.
You even said
A combination of that.
You said to some guy on the phone, have you ever had sex with a fat, ugly chick? Well, you do that on alcohol, so that's going to be this. You're comparing the fat, ugly chick to a black man.
But that's a bad comparison. That's not
You
the
made
point.
it.
Yeah, but that's the point that's a wrong point. The point that I was making is that when you do alcohol, you'll do crazy things.
How do you
period.
know
Why is
Andrea
it crazy?
was drinking at the time she was involved with this black man, and you're implying that it was a one-night thing, and 9 months later a black baby crawled out of
But
her.
you're saying it's crazy to have sex with a black guy?
It's crazy in that circumstance.
What circumstance?
That's not crazy. The odds of that happening if she was
How do you
sober.
know her life? And what do you mean the odds?
I'm
she
just
was
making an
doing at that
assumption
time.
based on statistics. That's all it is.
You're saying, wait a second, you're saying someone goes out and gets drunk, right? And then they hunt down a black guy because they need to do crazy sex because they're so wasted.
Right.
Right. And otherwise, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, and hypothetically, in this situation, the guy's black. If I got drunk, I might bang a Chinese. Yeah,
the guy was black.
Yeah, I know. I might bang a Chinese girl.
So
I don't
you think
care
Heidi
to.
Klum is on drugs because she's married to Seal?
No. I mean, because she's sober. She makes... No, not at all.
And then you also said something about where do you think she met him, in an accountant's office?
Well, come on, Robin. I mean...
You don't think there are any black accountants?
Yeah, in the mailroom, but no, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Robin,
You're not kidding, though.
Nah, it's a joke. I'm making a joke. I can't even joke anymore. Yes, I was.
You were being totally serious. You weren't even trying to be funny.
Come on. Yeah, they're black.
Said hello.
Look, the point is with the accounting firm, if she's drunk at a club drinking and boozing up, she's not at an accounting firm.
But you're assuming even how her pregnancy went down.
Yeah, and that's
you don't know that.
This is Sal Governale. Unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made some rude comments that certain people consider to be racist and were offended. I'm very sorry if you were offended. But the fact of the matter is that I was making a joke. And what the fuck am I going to say here?
Just explain what you were trying to say.
Your wife, Richard.
Yeah, thanks, Richard.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, again,
Hi.
I must be high.
Even that voice is offensive.
I
That
know.
fake sincerity.
Right, yeah.
Hi. I'm incredibly
Hi,
racist.
assholes.
Hi. This is my sensitive voice.
Bullshit. Listen to my line of bullshit.
Yeah.
Hi.
As I try to snow you.
This is my voice where I try to bullshit you. Why are you giving Fred the finger?
Because, I mean, what is he? I'm not trying to bullshit anybody. I'm
Sure
mad
you
at
are.
all of
That
you.
voice is not you.
You're not mad
I
at
have
anyone.
to. I had to do. What type of voice? What do you? Should I play DMX in the background, Robin? I mean, what do you want from me?
What do you want from me? Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm trying to keep my job.
That's what you should have said. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's the truth.
That is the fucking truth.
I'm not really
Hi, this is Sal
I could give a fuck
Governale.
about you.
And yesterday I said a few comments that...
What? All right. Well, there it is. It's,
again, if
this was
anybody-
a long, elaborate prank on Sal, and I'm glad we did it. Thank you, Sal.
I'm glad you did it,
Governale.
too.
All right.
Now he says he's angry at everybody.
I'm sorry to everybody. Really, no offense.
All right.
Thank you.
No offense taken.
You're so hot, then you make me wonder, what have you got? Something that I haven't already seen. You start shaking your butt, girl.
Wow, what a poet. I will admit, come on, this was a great bit that Gary and I concocted yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
But it would have been really good to send him down to Shade 45, but
If he had really had to go on live Shade 45 air,
it would have been great.
and issue an apology.
Forget
Oh,
about
I
it.
can't imagine what he would have said.
We could have sent them to Harlem.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been great.
Send him up to Harlem to apologize. Well, I want them to go around apologizing to black people in the
Well,
building.
you know what?
In a way, he should anyway.
Yeah.
Artie makes a point. He should have been in one of those cars or trucks with the big megaphone on it, going through Harlem apologizing.
Hi, this is Sal Governale.
Hello, I'm Sal Governale. The reason I am broadcasting to you from this truck is to apologize for my comments. You see, I said something where what I meant was that black people would not normally have sex with white women when they're straight.
Right.
In other words, a white woman would be attracted to a black man when she is drunk. That is what I was trying to say, and you know it's true.
And I didn't mean to offend anyone.
Please stop shooting at this car. You don't understand. I'm not a racist.
I love all peoples.
I love Kevin Lofton, who makes the animated cartoons.
And
He's
other
a black man.
and other guys whose names escape me now are my friends.
I have other black friends.
All babies are fine. Black babies, white babies, Chinese
Puerto Rican babies, Italian babies, or whatever the case may be. The case may be.
I love when he goes, guys, don't you see the old joke I'm playing on? The old joke where, like, it's the worst nightmare ever for a white father to see. No, it's your worst nightmare.
Right.
What white father wants to see his white daughter?
If my mother was an alcoholic, I'd probably be an Asian right now.
Hi, This is Sal.
I hate Chinese people.
And unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made a few comments that some considered to be racist and offensive. If I did offend you, I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. What I was simply trying to do was make a joke over the fact that white women generally don't have sex with black men. It was simply a joke. And the joke got out of hand because in this situation, it was truth. People were offended. It doesn't matter what type of baby.
What did he just say?
He said the joke got out of hand because it was the truth.
What I just said made no sense. I am not a racist. When I leave my wife, I will immediately bang a fat ghetto, African-American woman.
I love the Chinese people. I don't want to have sex with a black girl. I love Chinese or a Chinese girl. I love Chinese food.
Then we should have made him go down to Chinatown and apologize for that. He'd just be on one big apology.
You have, whether it be white, black, Italian. The important thing here that we can learn from this is, A, you shouldn't drink and do drugs because you might end up in a situation that you regret, whether it's a white child or a black
like
child.
a black kid.
He just said it again.
Yeah.
By the way, Italian is not a race.
Yeah.
I don't think.
For him it is.
And B, I have personally learned that when I address things, I should address them in a much better way, in a specific way, as not to offend people. Black people, white people, Spanish, Italian, whatever the case may be.
Whatever the case may be.
I sincerely mean this. I sincerely stand behind the fact that I was joking, and I sincerely apologize over the fact that people were offended.
We should have stuck him in the limo and driven him down to Harlem and made him go down in the street and apologize to black people.
But remember, he also threw in the Puerto Ricans. A white girl wouldn't sleep with Puerto Ricans if she was not drinking either.
Well, they have Puerto Ricans in Harlem, you know.
We should send him to the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Hello, guys. Hello. No, what? Who do you say?
Hi, this is Sal Governale. And yesterday I said a few comments that offended a few people.
Like, who even knows who Sal Governale
Right,
is?
exactly.
You know, hi.
Hi, this is
Sal
Ronald
Governale.
Reagan.
And yesterday I said a few comments that offended a few people. And I'd like to extend my apologies for those comments. Unfortunately, I didn't represent myself properly on how I wanted to explain myself.
I did not represent myself. Godfather, on the day of your child's birth.
Wow.
I want your child to be a masculine child.
This is so great.
God forbid your child be a black child.
Right. Or a Spanish child.
And may your first child be a white child.
Well, we have a lot to get to.
And get drunk.
I'm going to move on. I know this. We could just do a whole show. We could have done a whole show on this, but I just figured at some point that imbecile would have to catch on.
No, he would never have.
Right. You think he would have gone up to Harlem and apologized?
Yes, I think he would have felt anything you tell him to do must be done.
Right.